All right, everybody, in this one we have a 2017 GMC Silverado, said 71 off-road edition. Apparently the client replaced an ABS module and he just needs the module reprogrammed. But there is something that I want to know. When I first started this truck, I haven't done the programming or anything yet to the module. There was an extremely long crank. It sounds like if there's a lifter that's like ticking underneath the intake, but you want to know what? That's not what I got called for, so I'm not going to worry about that. I know that a long crank situation is going to have anything to do with the ABS control module, but at the same time, I'm just noting it down in this video that there was one. So see, the ECM does have two codes. The TCM has one, EBCM has 6, BCM has 4. And this is why you always take and you always scan. I want you guys to take a look at this. Yes, there is nothing on the dash. Okay, so, but there are codes. Now, that doesn't mean that they're active codes, but at the same time, I'm taking this down before I do the update. Because I don't want to get caught by anybody saying that, oh no, the problem wasn't there before, it's only been there since you touched it. Like, look at all the codes in the system here. Probably gonna be a lot of codes that say that mismatch VIN. That's what I'm guessing, but we'll be able to fix that with the update. The ECM is probably gonna have a code for the active grille shutter, because he said one code. He told me a code when he came by, and I looked it up real quick just on Google, and it said active grille shutter, but at the same time, I'm not 100% certain. But look at all these codes. Look at all this. Number of DTCs in the system is 40. So we're just going to go DTC report. We're going to save it. Okay? 146798. Is it 146798? A good question, eh? Sure, actually, if I turn it off, I'll probably be able to get it. Let's turn off the key. 146798. Okay, so that's good. All right. All right. So mileage is good. Submission and save is complete. We're gonna just go through this real quick. Lost communication. That's power steering. Brake fluid level switch. Current, we have lost communication with electronic brake control module, invalid data. That's a current one. We have right headlamp circuit open, incorrect environment identifier received from electronic brake control module, no environment identifier received from an electronic brake control module, lost communication with electronic brake control module. That is from the body control module. Now, human interface control module, lost communication with the electronic brake. Chassis control module, valid data is received from the electronic brake control module again. Engine control module, lost communication with electronic brake control module, lost communication with device on LIN bus, lost communication with electronic brake control module, lost communication. So we have a lot of history and a lot of currents. Now there's 40 codes in the system. I have saved it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clear all the DTCs. Let's see what comes back. All right. There is now 7 instead of 6, which is weird that it counted up, but that's okay. Find it weird that there's not an invalid VIN. Hopefully they got the correct ABS control module too. Let's go into the EBCM. Let's go read the information. Probably should be a different VIN, which could cause a lot of issues. Yes, see, there's a different VIN right there. That's not the VIN of this vehicle. I'm pretty sure it's not anyway. Date program 2018 0209 on a Friday. Okay, we're gonna just take a snapshot of that. Where's my snapshot? There it is. All right, so we'll save that. Read DTCs now. Now there's 7 in here. Incorrect immobilizer identifier received. So we're gonna also take a screenshot of that, which is weird. Okay. We're going to try clear them again. We're going to read DTCs. And we still have incorrect immobilizer identifier received. So that's weird. And I haven't programmed anything yet. So let's see if the vehicle actually starts. And it does. All right. We're going to rescan again. EBCM only has 3 now, which is weird. No. See, there's something wrong with that. So let's back up. 7 CMA CCM. Let's go check that. Chassis control module, which I think is for their fuel pump on this one, if I'm not mistaken. Read DTCs. Read ECU information. That seems to be the proper VIN. Okay. Oh, look, there's no codes in it. That's weird. I didn't clear anything. Isn't that odd? No DTCs. That's really odd. It was just 3 into it. Okay, so let's back up. We're gonna go through an automatic scan again. Let's see what comes back. ECM seems to be good. TCM seems to be good. EBCM still has 7. I just seen BCM still has 1. Maybe it's a VIN mismatch now. I don't know. Gateway module has 1. So we're still at 9 DTCs right now. So we're going to take and we're going to reprogram the EBCM. But the fact that there's no like ABS lights or anything on the dash, I find that a little bit weird. Typically there's always a code that comes up when the VIN is not okay. I'm going to be using the OTEL for this one. Okay, let's just see which codes. No, I want the DTC report. Incorrect immobilizer identifier received. Invalid received. Incorrect environment identifier received from electronic brake. Environment, I don't know if that means VIN. It might. This is the X tool, so it might be giving me a. And see, I still have a U0121, U0415. Because now I'm wondering if I program this, if the car's gonna start. Because of this one right here, I didn't look up the code, but still. I shouldn't have a code for immobilizer on this. We're going to save it. We're going to save it. Save as GM2. Silverado 2. There we go. Put that vehicle name, GM2. There we go. We'll save it like that. So this is why I always take and I always scan first. So we're gonna go ahead and do the programming on the EBCM. I'll walk you guys through that. It's not terribly complicated, but still, when you have stuff like that going on, you know, there could be an immobilizer issue on the vehicle, and we are unaware of it. I don't know if I can use my flashlight. Give me a minute, guys. No, I can't use it right now because the camera is in use and I don't have another light. So you guys are gonna have to. I'm gonna pause you guys. I'm gonna hook up the OTEL J box. All right, and we're gonna go and program this module. All right, that's plugged in. We're gonna turn the car off. Key on. Turn off all accessories. We're gonna plug this into the laptop. Gonna turn off the fan. I'm gonna close up the window. Just key off, key on. All right. Now, let's go through this real quick. I already have the tech line connect up, so we're just gonna go connect to a vehicle. Oh, sorry, connect to vehicle. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. And we're gonna go with the Maxi Pro Elite. We're gonna continue. We are gonna go on to a replace and reprogram. All right, like look at this. It says graphite metallic. Yeah, I know it's about that. Yeah, 2016. All right. Now we're gonna come over to SPS2. All right. Sorry if it's gonna be a little bit shaky. Now what we're gonna be doing is replace and reprogram, and we gotta pick the EBCM. All right. We are gonna go on to next, which is all the way down here. We're gonna click next. We are gonna go electronic brake control module. We're gonna go setup and configuration, and that is good. Select function sequence programming. So there's two things that we have to look at. Sometimes all you're going to see is program, and next we're going to set up and configuration. So we got to go through programming first. All right, and then we have to do setup and configuration after that. So we're going to go next. There was an issue with the VIN slot status. It might be because it disconnected a while ago. I'm just going to go back and reload everything, okay, because I am on Wi-Fi. Wait for everything to close down. All right, let's try this again. Launch Tech Line Connect. Should load up fairly quickly. All right. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go into our vehicle. All right, we're going to connect to a vehicle. Which was this one. We're going to select. It should come up with our Silverado. We're going to continue because we have to connect to him. All right, the vehicle. Let's make sure 273579. Let's make sure the VIN is right before we continue. Last thing we want is to go in with the wrong VIN. Now the sticker for the VIN is down here. Of course, I can't see anything because it's pitch black. Give me a second, guys. I'll bring you guys back. All right, so 253. Oops, sorry. So 273579 is the proper VIN. We're going to do replace and reprogram again. So replace and reprogram is when you're actually replacing a module, okay? When you're doing a reprogram, is just for updates. So let's go through this again. Engine brake control module. We're just going to go to a program. Why is there an issue? Okay. VIN subscription is null. No, that's not right. I just bought one. So maybe I'm going to have to exit and re-enter. Might be that. All right. So let's exit this. Let's refresh the page. Yeah, that's why. I'm no longer in. A second. That's why. I guess I went too far away from the vehicle a while ago. It's okay. We're gonna agree and continue. It's always something. So I should have one available, so we're gonna go with that one. We're gonna go add VIN. Launch Tech Line Connect. It's cold out tonight. we're supposed to get a lot of rain tonight, which means that it's gonna freeze over everything. Now we had a warning already for it, so now this should fix my slot, VIN slot issue. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, I think. Yeah, that came up a lot faster. Gonna do the same thing. Perfect. If I can't do it tonight, I'll try again tomorrow. Maybe there's an issue. Maybe they're doing an update. I don't know. Let's connect to a vehicle. That's perfect. Still replace and reprogram. And we'll click on next again. Electronic brake control module, which was the one that was replaced. The VIN was not right. There we go. Now we're going to proceed. As I said, we're going to have to do the setup and configuration after we're done. Okay, once it's connect again, we'll connect again. Perfect, it's going to take it offline. That's what we just heard. All right, it's going into the ABS control module. So now we're just going to press next. New software to fix brake concern. Okay, so there is a new update, so that's good. So I just clicked on next, and now it's going to download the file, and now it's going to write it to the ECU. It's going to take the ABS control module offline. All right, and it should be connecting to the ECU now. Don't touch anything when you guys are doing this. All right. Just leave it go through. Sometimes it might take a little bit of time for it to actually start, but after it starts, it goes pretty quick. Okay. And don't worry if you see it start to jump. All right. So sometimes this might be like a 5-minute job or a 2-minute job. Sometimes I have seen a 15-minute job on the programming. So just wait and let it go through. Even if it takes 5 minutes for everything to load up, let it take its 5 minutes. Don't panic unless it's been like an hour. Then start to panic a little bit. All right. Don't forget, we're not directly at the dealer, so the way that things get programmed is a little bit different. Even though we're using their software, it's not the same thing when we're doing aftermarket. As you can tell, it's going pretty quick. Like I said, sometimes I've seen it hit like this area over here, and then it just jumps all the way to the end. And you think it did something happen with the programming, but it actually worked. So we're just going to check the VIN status and everything in that module afterwards. We still have to go through setup and configuration also. Whenever they pause, my heart stops, because you never know what's happening. Is it going to keep on going, or did something mess up? So in total, without the mess up, I think we're at maybe about like 6-7 minutes total on this. If we add in the mess up, we're about 20, whatever the length of this video is. Now we're going to let it go through. It's going to write it to the ECU, program it to the ECU. You leave it on this page until it says to continue. All right, you don't touch anything, you just leave it go through. The vehicle is going to take in the update. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna pause you guys and I'll bring you guys when it's done processing. So yeah, so that was pretty scary. That was like a 10-minute. Battery almost went dead. That's why it's always good to use a booster pack. All right, picture has been taken. Okay, let's turn off the car. Start it back up. All right. We're gonna proceed with the same VIN, obviously. Oh, we'll view that later. We're gonna proceed with the same VIN. Now we have to go through the other process. All right. So just give me a minute. Like I said, I really don't like the sound of that of the lifters on this. Really don't like the sound of those lifters. Anyway, all right. Let's go with the EBCM. We're gonna go through the configuration now. Setup and configuration. We're gonna press next. It's probably gonna have us drive the vehicle or something. We'll see. Might even say turn vehicle off. I don't know. We're gonna see what it says. I had to start it up because the battery was going dead. So, all right. It's loading into the ABS control module. Oh. Performing ECU configuration. And just turned off the... Okay, so give me a minute. So I'm gonna have to hook this up. But let's see. Yeah, we're gonna try this again. File missing. That's weird. It's gonna retry. Failed and disconnected. All right. Let's go back, return home. All right. We're going to go to reprogram. We're gonna go to next. We're going to re-pick that. I had the car started, so it probably failed because of that. Unless something else happened. Setup and configuration, next. Now we're gonna put all the configuration data into this one, or we should. Because it's connecting to it, so I know that my tool and everything is okay. It's really everything else. So now it's started to download, trying to connect to the vehicle. The vehicle is off now, so let's see. Connecting to the vehicle. Didn't say fail yet. Okay with that. And yeah, we're gonna go to the next, because now we can do it. Place the front wheels and steering wheel in a straight ahead position, as straight as possible. Whew. Oh my god, eh? All right, might have to hold it in that straight position. Give me a second. Looks straight. There we go. All right, so we'll click on that. We're good there. Ignition is on and press next. Press next. We're good. Please turn the ignition off and press next. Just follow what they say on screen. 19 seconds, 20 seconds. The system's probably gonna turn everything off. Then we're gonna go back in, we're gonna see what codes are present and what codes are not. Hopefully the vehicle still starts. Things happen. Please turn the ignition on and press next. And that's it. So we're gonna click on finish now. and finish. And we are done. Okay. Configuration is good and setup is good. So we're just gonna press OK. Bring you guys back in a second. Just took a picture of this screen again. We're gonna just clear all the DTCs into the system now. Let it go through, clear all the DTCs, and from there I'm gonna rescan, make sure all the codes are gone. If not, then I'm gonna have to see what he wants to do. But there is communication with the ABS control module, so I don't know why I kept on saying that invalid data received, and that there was no communication. But you wanna know what? It could be because it comes from a different model with a different configuration that it just didn't like what it was seeing. So we're gonna just click OK. We are done with that. I'm gonna start this back up. Now I'm gonna hook up my DX tool again, and we're gonna see if there's any more code. So I'll bring you guys right back. That's one thing I wish the X tool would actually get into, is just like keeping the screen open when the dongle is actually disconnected. The reason is because whenever you disconnect the dongle, well, guess what happens? We have to take and reconnect to everything. All right. Oh, maybe that's why the engine should be off. Anyway, automatic scan. Let's go through, see what's going on. EBCM has no codes now, so that's good. Everything seems to be clear. The client wanted this car for Monday, so he'll be able to get it earlier than that. Still one in Serial Data Gateway module, but I didn't get called for that, so it doesn't matter. They can, as long as I program it for them, normally they're okay. We're gonna go in and check the EBCM, make sure that the VIN is now changed, which it should be. A lot of times it's a VIN issue when you change into a new module. So you see, chassis control module, it's offline. But let's see, DTC report. Let's go see what we have. Lost communication. So the front view camera still has lost communication, which is this guy up here. Okay. CAN bus communication and invalid data received for the power steering control module. But that's history, that's history. The only one that is current seems to be the front view camera. I cannot see it. Okay. But what we're gonna do is turn the key off, turn the key back on. We're gonna clear all DTCs. Okay. We're gonna take and cycle the key off for 20 seconds. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're gonna turn this back on. We're gonna go back. We're gonna do another automatic scan. We're gonna do 2 automatic scans. See, the EBCM came back with 1 code. But every module that seemed to be coding for the EBCM seems to have basically gone. Everything looks good. We're gonna turn the car off again. No, sorry. We're gonna start the car, and from there, we're gonna take and scan for codes again. Okay. That's the front camera and EBCM. Let's see what the EBCM is saying. I don't know why that matters. I didn't go into TCM. I went into ECM, that's why. Let's exit that. EBCM, diagnose. Let's read ECU information. Make sure that this is okay. And now the VIN and everything is good. Gives the date that it was actually programmed. Good. Read DTC. Control module communication bus off history. So, I'm not worried about that if it's a history code. The history codes I'm not ever too worried about, really. This one had 3. Let's see if there's only 1 now. History. So, it's all good. Everything seems to be in history. So that's it on this one. Everything seems to be good. These 2 codes are in history now. This one is in history. I'm not too worried about that. If there's anything, the client will come back to me. But they did put a used module in this vehicle. It's not a brand new one. So I can't guarantee everything working to 100% to the client, and they know that. All I did was follow the instructions for programming straight from GM. And that's all you have to do in order to program a module onto a GM vehicle. I have another module that I'm going to do again. I'm going to go more a little bit step by step on how to get started with GM programming. That's going to be later on in the new year, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.